What's up, guys? One last drama video before I go to Europe. There's a couple announcements. One from FIDE. FIDE is announcing they're launching an official investigation, and one from chess.com. So we take a look at FIDE's announcement. FIDE's Fair Play Commission to form investigatory panel for Carlsen-Niemann controversy. FIDE Fair Play Commission, they named 3 people on the panel right here. I've met one of them. Following the recent developments in the Carlsen-Niemann controversy, FIDE's Fair Play Commission has decided to act ex officio and create an investigatory panel. 3 members of the commission will form this panel, and it will also have the possibility to call for a consultation with external experts wherever analysis is required. So you might be curious, first of all, what are the ratings of the people, in case you're curious. Looks like Tarjay dug it up. WIM, I think she's also professor of law. Around 2000, I think legal background as well. And Klaus Deventer, probably legal background too. But honestly, when it comes to FIDE, I don't really know what's going on. So I don't really know what an investigation is like. FIDE just hasn't been that involved, and people don't have that high of an opinion of FIDE for the most part, although it's better than it used to be. However, what can they really do? Well, I decided to just check a little bit extra, and it seems like Tarjay here said, according to FIDE's anti-cheating regulations, only Kenneth Reagan's model is approved as methodology for determining whether someone has cheated after a statistical judgment. And as most people know, and you don't, Kenneth Reagan, I think he's an IM and one of the, world's leading experts on chess statistics, cheating, etc. He said he's found no evidence of cheating since 2020 in Niemann's games. Personally, I take it with a grain of salt, just like Fabiano expressed in his podcast. I think most of the high-level cheating, or cheating that could involve high-level players, would bypass his model, because his model has to be conservative, understandably. And then when I look at a previous case from 2015, 2016, it says, and this is from a couple players, I didn't really look at the full document, but I looked at the reasoning. And it says here, the decisions further create a precedent for the acceptability within FIDE's disciplinary regime of the Reagan statistical model, and recognize the invaluable work which Professor Kenneth Reagan of New York, USA has done to establish a scientific approach and develop a specific methodology. So in this case from 6 years ago, what it really meant is there's a panel of people, but when it comes to the statistics or the technical analysis, they're using Reagan. So I think everyone's already familiar with that. So I don't really know what FIDE's doing extra or what they can actually contribute. But they've made a fair play commission, hired a few legal people with law backgrounds, and then they're also probably going to rely on just Reagan's model, which I think says Hans is innocent or doesn't suspect him of cheating. So there's that. As I said, my opinion, I don't think if someone was that it would be caught under that model, but we'll see. And it's not because there's confirmation bias. I've just looked at it, and it is a bit conservative when it comes to high level cases. So there's that. We're going to wait and see if FIDE actually does something, right? And then really fresh news is chess.com just tweeted, I changed my Twitter to dark mode. I swear it used to be dark mode because people complained. And I do use most things in dark mode, I swear. A tweet just came out an hour ago. Chess.com's Twitter. Dear chess community, this weekend we are finalizing a thorough investigation into the events of the last few weeks. We will share the entirety of our findings with you next week. We know you are eager for answers, and it's important that we are meticulous in our research and conclusions. We look forward to discussing it with you in the coming days. Danny Wrench, Chief Chess Officer. Chief Chess Officer always rolls off the tongue nicely. Does that say a lot? No and yes. Because the important part is they're saying they will announce it, or they're finalizing and they're about to announce something next week. And chess.com has not said much in the last few weeks either, besides that, maybe Hans was not fully truthful. And then you have Reddit and Twitter, I think the CEO and the CCO, Eric and Danny, have been posting a little bit on Reddit, a little bit on Twitter, hinting. But this seems like, look, we're concluding it. We're going to post something larger in the upcoming week. So that gives people an expectation of a timeline. And I don't think they would do that unless they were actually going to follow through. Because everyone knows when it comes to the internet, people love to shit on chess.com. So if they're going to post this, I think there's a very good chance we're going to hear from them in the next few days. What are they going to say? We can guess, let you guys guess. But yeah, those are a couple current updates in the world of chess. I'm off to Austria. I think that most likely chess.com has potentially more interesting info to release with us than FIDE. I expect it's going to be chess.com or Magnus or other parties or Hans himself that are going to be really, sharing interesting information compared to whatever FIDE can contribute. We'll find out. Stay tuned for more.